Hi guys, it's Kara and I thought I would give you a little update on my Daniel Smith watercolor, I don't know what you want to call it. Was trying to decide which ones to try out first. I didn't want to go too crazy. If you guys have been watching some of my videos, you will know that I have purchased a lot of handmade watercolors. And I've, in the past, of course, purchased some other palettes as well, but I actually have this little palette of 30 half pans filled up, but I still wanted to try some Daniel Smith. So some of you guys were nice enough to give me some suggestions, and I had already purchased this set of dot cards to try out. So what I did, and why you haven't heard about it sooner, is because I had originally planned to just swatch out the ones that you guys gave me as suggestions, the ones that you really liked, that kind of thing. Of course, once I looked at them, I didn't end up doing that. I ended up swatching out all of the colors. So that's what I'm going to share with you first. Now, I had kind of an idea of how to set this up, and then I got so excited about swatching all the paint, I changed it up. So what I did is I swatched all the paint like side by side, how they went in the rows, and put their names down here. And you're going to see in the first ones, like I did the lines between, and then after that I'm like, no, that's just ridiculous. I'm not going to be that OCD. So just to give you kind of a close-up in case you're curious, here are all of the kind of yellows, oranges, reds, starting to get into the pinks. And then we have all of these gorgeous colors. And yes, I literally did every single one in that dot card. In that dot card set. I couldn't resist once I got started. And then here are these. Okay. And then this is that last card that has the paints with all the shimmer on it. They're really pretty. And I had started to write all the names down for these on the end here, like I did for all the rest. And then I just decided that these weren't any that I'm going to purchase right away. So I didn't want to finish it, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I just cut it off. So that's why that's like this. So then what I did is I took all of the suggestions that you guys gave me from your comments, and I swatched out all of those, kind of looked at those, and then I had loved the new color set that I knew Artistic Cat had because I'd seen Courtney's Insta story, Little Raven Ink, for those of you who don't know. And so I swatched those out, trying to figure out what I wanted, right? And then I went through between this and all the colors and pulled out some that I thought would be best based on what I already had, okay? Because not all of the handmade ones do I like, just the colors of, so I'm gonna, I was planning on swatching some of them out. And in the midst of doing this, I realized that I had 6 colors from, I'm going to pronounce this incorrectly, so I apologize in advance, but from Sennelier, the French paints, the French watercolors. So I swatched them out, and obviously there's, some pretty decent colors there. So I looked at all of them, I kind of rated which ones I liked most, and then I decided, just because I have been buying so many watercolors, I was going to narrow it down to 6 colors to try that would complement the colors I already had. And when they get here, because I've ordered them, I will show you the whole thing. But what I ended up getting was Pyrrole Scarlet, and I apologize again if I say these wrong, Quin Rose, Lavender, Sepia, Payne's Gray, and French Ultramarine. Those are the ones I went with. Those are the ones that I felt would kind of fill in blanks from the handmade watercolors that I had in the Sennelier. So when they all get here, I'm going to kind of pare down and get my basic 30 paints into this little palette. That doesn't mean I'm not carrying around, some other little palettes from time to time, but my basic 30 will be in here. What's in here right now, let's see, hold on, I don't want to show you all that yet. What's in here right now are these colors, okay? I have colors, see if I can remember where they came from without having written everything down yet. This top row right there is from Cloves and Honey, I believe. This bottom row is from Jasper Stardust. This next row right here is the Sennelier. Oh, I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. And then, let's see, from this whole row and these two, so from these two to this whole row, are designs by Rachel Beth. And these 4 are Letter Sparrow. Okay? So obviously I have 30 here. I have 6 coming from, I think it's Artistic Cat, that are Daniel Smith. And they're going to go in this palette. So I'm going to have to decide which ones I'm pulling from these to make room for the Daniel Smith. I can tell you that what will likely happen is that this one will go, this one will go, this one will go, and then there's a lot of similarities right in here. They're very, very close, so some of those are going to go. So I'm going to have to pull 6 from here to make my palette, and then I need to decide if I should put them all together based on who made them, you know, the brand basically, like I have here, or if I should do them by color family. So that's the next big decision. I wanted to kind of let you guys know where I was in the hunt for the Daniel Smith watercolors, and then kind of my perfect basic 30, not that that's really basic, but you know what I'm saying. My you know, perfect little set to go in here, you know, and in case you guys just want to see what it looks like, there it is. Makes me happy every time I look at it. Okay, so that's where we're at with the watercolor hunt. I only have those paints coming. I don't have any other handmade watercolors coming. And obviously, because I showed you the inside of this, you're gonna notice, let me grab something real quick, that these little ones, for example, are not in there, right? So I keep them in a traveling bag. They will fit in here, but I can only get 5 in a row because they're just a little bit wider than the half pan. So I decided that I would put them in their own little palette. And no, I don't think I have it in here, but I also have full pans of 3 colors by Designs by Rachel, which I left in their palette too, because again, those 3 would take up a whole row and I wanted to have more color choices. So that's where I'm at. I thought I would just shoot you a little kind of where I'm at in my watercolor search video and share that with you. If you have any questions, let me know. Any suggestions, let me know. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Should I group them by brand or should I group them by color? I'm pretty sure I know which way I'm going to go, but I want to know what you guys think. So feel free to, you know, leave a comment down below and tell me. And I will be doing a share of this journal once the month of July is done and I finished up the One Book July, because I also need to share the completed little watercolor journal. I only literally, I mean, look at that. I have like 2 pages left at the time of this filming. Makes me super happy that I stuck with it. I'm really kind of like proud of myself. I know it sounds maybe silly to some of you guys, but I actually stuck with it. I actually loved it. I'm actually loving the watercoloring, even though I'm so not very good at it. If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you've seen me share some pictures that were, you know, less than wonderful, to say the least. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still sticking with it. And for all of you who've left encouraging comments and given me suggestions, I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for kind of coming along with me on the journey. And there will be more videos to come soon on my watercoloring and other things. So as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. And I hope you are having a great day wherever you're at. Bye, guys.